Welcome, everyone. What better way to end the weekend than the NBA on 2K Sports? This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Here we go. They're getting their first look of the season at Brooklyn in this one.
Not exactly the biggest game on the season schedule, but both teams are capable of flashing serious potential.
And last year they split their season series, so this is a chance for one of them to get the upper hand on the other.
Now here's Murray. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. Both of these teams need a win badly tonight, Grant. Neither has been playing to their potential as of late.
You know, you can really sense the desperation in the air. A win here would be a big step in the right direction for either squad. NBA, a loss could set them back even further.
And it's Murray with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Alvarado outside. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Jones from outside. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And Jones is such a confident shooter, especially from outside the arc.
Outside, Williams. Clock at 6. To the inside. Here's Porter. Over Jones. Misses the baby hook. Pass to Messi. Murray for 3. And again, it's New Orleans with a 3.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
To the middle. Thomas outside. Porter looks it over. Gets the 3 to fall.
Well, you want to answer back with 3 points? Give the ball to Porter Jr.
Alvarado with it. Outside Murray. And again, it's New Orleans with a 3.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
And it's Brooklyn ball. Trailing by 8. Thomas outside. Pass to Claxton. Here's Dimon. Alvarado defending. Williams from long range. Kept alive. Launches it. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
Now here's Jones. Alvarado outside. Crafty move. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
What a start. 5 for 5 from the floor, executing the game plan to perfection at this point.
And Grant, the Nets have shown the capacity to rebuild quickly in the past.
Yeah, playing in a big market helps, but they've pivoted decisively from their Big 3 era and have the picks and flexibility to make moves.
Tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Thomas. And they forced a shot clock violation. Great D. The Pelicans lead by 7. Inside. Pass to Messi. Back to Alvarado. Now here's Murray. Over Thomas. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Murray's got 10 points.
Yeah, Murray has worked a lot on his jump shot. shot, and there you see the result.
And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Nets trail by 9. Thomas outside. Oh, deflected. And now New Orleans on the break. The three is up. Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 5.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Out left to the wing. Pass to Porter. Looking to win the run. That's good on the jumper.
And Porter is a weapon from pretty much everywhere on the court.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. The Pelicans lead by 10. And here's Murray. He's got 10. Down low. Here's Queen. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Here's Dimon. No points so far. Pass to Thomas. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. And here's Porter. Here's Mann. Here's Thomas. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw plays for him.
Now Jones. Stay outside. Pass to Poole. Here's Queen. Guarded by Sharp. Fade away. And New Orleans getting another bucket right there.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Now here's Thomas. Here's Dimon. Back to Porter. Brooklyn needs to get off the shot here. Thomas misses. The Pelicans lead by 12. Outside Murray. And he's going for the oop here. Porter with the steal. Outside man. Pass to Dimon. It's Sharp on the wing. Outside Porter. From outside the arc. Jones grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
On the wing, Jones. Back to Murray. Shoots over Dimon. That one's wide left.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
A long-limbed 6'5" guard, Grant. Talk about what DeJounte Murray brings to the table.
Oh, man. Defense, defense, defense. I mean, he's led the league in steals, B.A. And Murray is really good at disrupting the point of attack, making things hard on the opposing ball handler.
Now here's Poole. Still without a bucket. And the shot no good. A bit short. Nets trail by 12. Now here's Mann. On the wing, Porter. Here's Thomas. To the wing, right side. For three, Dimon. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Poole with the ball. And it's Thomas picking him up. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Here's Dimon to end the drought. Thomas, that's good. Thomas has got 5.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now here's Bay. Murray from outside. The rebound by Dimon. Outside Porter. Pass to Dimon. 5 on the clock. It's Thomas on the wing. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. It's Thomas on the wing. Here's Sharp. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. Here's Queen. And it's good. 2 points. Queen's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Brooklyn making a switch here. Nets trail by 9. Here's Dimon. No points yet. Pass to Claxton. Here's Dimon. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. To the left side wing. 6 to shoot. Now Martin. Guarded by Poole. Martin misses.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Bay outside. Lets the 3 fly. Drains the triple. And now it's a 12-point New Orleans lead.
An excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
Pass to Dimon. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by New Orleans. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter. Porter with the steal. On the wing, Porter to the paint. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And the new front office for New Orleans aiming to set a high standard, Stan.
Yeah, B.A., amidst some adversity with help, the Pelicans have to focus what's in their hands to control and leave no stone unturned in chasing greatness.
Well, Grant, when Zion is doing what he does best, it changes everything for the Pelicans.
Yeah, he bends defenses and brings a force that few teams can answer. With him in rhythm, they're not just dangerous, they're different.
And the Nets with possession here. After New Orleans, 3-pointer on the other end. Here's Mann. And he makes good on his first shot of the game.
Well, they gave him the mid-range. Smart idea to take that one.
Going inside. And there it is for him.
Yeah, good finish. Fears has some serious explosion to his game.
Here's Dimon. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Claxton. Martin outside. 3-pointer. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
New Orleans leading by 12. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Now Poole. Pass to Fears. Just 5 on the clock. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. And the Pelicans lead by 14.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And so it's New Orleans up 14. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for New Orleans.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And, of course, taking it inside, always a great game plan. And I'm curious if there'll be an adjustment from the defensive end. Maybe sag off some shooters a little.
Now here's Claxton. No made baskets yet. Pass to Thomas. Over Poole. And it's Queen with a rebound. The Pelicans lead by 14. Down low. Back to Alvarado. This one for three. Sends it home from three-point land. Alvarado's got 8.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, well, Jordan Poole, he's never shy. He said the big moments, end of the shot clock, end of the quarter, the end of the game, those are nothing. There's real life stuff that people should use the word pressure for. Basketball might be a little nerve-wracking for like 30 seconds. Back to you, B.A.
He plays without fear. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Fires for 3. Counted from distance. Alvarado's got 6 here in the quarter.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Pass to Thomas. Powell outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Thomas, that's good. Give him 8.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Poole's gotten his first basket of the night.
When Poole gets this close, he knows to go for it. He's not going to waste a chance at all.
Pass to Thomas. Back to Powell. Lets it go from deep. That shot off the mark. The Pelicans lead by 19. Here's Queen. He's guarded by Claxton. Back to Alvarado. Poole outside. Powell with a steal. Pass to Thomas. Shoots. And is good. Off the back rim and in. Thomas has got 10.
Well, that's a shot where your coach is saying, no, 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 and then, woo.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Brooklyn making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Nets trail by 17. And you have to love the two-way ability of DeJounte Murray, Coach.
Well, Brian, when you have someone that big and athletic in the backcourt, it's a huge advantage. Murray is also highly skilled. He is an impact player.
Here's Alvarado. After the basket by Brooklyn. Pass to Jones. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Greg?
Well, you know, B.A., winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
And here's Porter outside. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
Murray with it. He's got 10. Three-pointer. And again, New Orleans, no good.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Pass to Williams. Now Porter. Shot clock at 5. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans. Here's Alvarado. And again, New Orleans, no good. Now the Nets with it. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Outside Porter. They set a pick. Pass to Dimon. Shot clock at 6. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Here's Queen. 6 points for him. Here's Murray. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Williams on the wing. Pass to Porter. Now Thomas. The shot. Now here's Williams. Defended by Jones. It's hauled in by New Orleans. It's off to Washington after this one, where they will face the Wizards. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road. Hits the trifecta.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, forcing the defense to extend out.
And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Nets trail by 17. Outside, Williams. Tries it from 16. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. 12 points for Michael Porter.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Here's Queen. Sharp grabs the miss. Here's Brooklyn. Here's Dimon. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. They set the pick. Puts up a 3. Drills it from deep.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively. And their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
Pass to Jones. Here's Spears. Back to Jones. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
What a smart play by Jones. Staying with his motion and just letting the defense come and foul him.
Jones hits them both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Right side Sharp. Outside Porter. Pass to Dimon. Let's go with a 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
This quarter, they're doing some real damage from outside the arc. Trying to stay within striking distance here.
Here's Spears. They kick it out to Murray. Here's Queen. And the Pelicans get it back. Pass to Jones. Tries the spin move. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight. Well, to play great defense, teams have to provide help. But how do you avoid overhelping?
It's a great question, B.A., and it's like anything in the game. Basketball is a game of decisions. I think people look at it and they talk about athletic ability and they talk about skills, which are both important. But the best players and the best teams are the best decision makers, and the same thing goes as to when to help and when to stay home on shooters.
Murray's shot is good.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Here's Powell. Still no points. Left side Sharp. Over Looney. Sharp, no good.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option next.
Outside Murray. Fires the three. Brooklyn pulls it in. Now here's Mann. He's got 5. Back to Powell. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Pass to Williams. The 3 gets it to go. His second make in 6 tries.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Murray. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Well, you get a lot with Murray. Size in the backcourt. He plays at a high level on both ends. Very difficult matchup.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Outside Mann. Over to the left wing. Sharp up top. Inside. And stolen by Bay. They've got numbers. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Yeah, nice ball movement from Poole. Just setting up someone else out there.
Outside, Williams. Outside, Sharp. Pass to Powell. Beyond the arc. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Now Murray. 18 points for him. Poole outside. Now here's Bay. Murray for 3. That one is off. Nets trail by 13. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Powell surveying the D. Pass to Clowney. With the fadeaway. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And here's Poole. He's guarded by Mann. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Banked it in off the glass. Mann's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Poole with the ball. The 3 is up. And so it's DeJounte Murray making things happen for New Orleans. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back after this word. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. To the inside. Here's Porter. Over Jones. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Herb Jones picks one up.
Well, as a 3-level scorer, Porter Jr. remains a key part of this team's offense and how they run their sets.
They kick it out to Murray. Yep, count it. He's got 5.
The length of Murphy can be surprising. He's 6'8" with a good wingspan.
Pass to Thomas. Porter from outside. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Fires from deep. And Trey Murphy hits from deep. And the Pelicans lead by 15.
You watch Murphy. He has a great-looking shot. He's effective, too.
Outside Porter. Claxton down low. Misi grabs the board. The Pelicans lead by 15. Pass to Murray. Here's Fears. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. Fires the 3. Porter pulls it in.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Whew.
Pass to Thomas. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. We'll grab for a late first-round pick. Cam Thomas is a certified bucket.
Yeah, B.A. He's got every shot in the book. And he's still rounding out the other aspects of his game. But if you need to score, that he can provide.
Got it. Murray's got 20 points.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Outside, Williams to the middle. Over to the wing. Outside Porter. Here's the 3. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
Well, it's been that kind of night for Porter Jr. He's in attack mode.
They get it back. Pass to Fears. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Now Williams. And here's Porter outside. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Lets it go from the wing. And the Pelicans get another bucket right there.
Well, you can see how locked in Murray has been in this game. He's getting to his spots, and the numbers are piling up.
And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Nets trail by 12. Pass to Clowney. And here's Claxton. Over Looney. Claxton can't get it to go.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Puts the move on. There's the drive. Oh, misses the dunk. Now the Nets with it. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, guys. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. Nets trail by 12. Outside man. Pass to Clowney. Here's Dimon. 4 on the clock. And again, it's the Nets missing. Here's Fears. 6 points for him. And he lobs it up to the rim.
Yeah, impressive set from the rookie. Jeremiah Fears in total control in the screen and roll game.
Here's Dimon. Outside man. Pass to Dimon. Shoots over Fears. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Here's the teardrop. Rejected by Claxton. And now we've got an intentional foul. And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Brooklyn making a switch here. Here's Thomas. He's got 13. Clowney. And he jams it home with authority.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And Brooklyn with possession here. After the basket by New Orleans. Three-pointer Sharp. And it's Queen with a rebound. Here's Fears. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. You know, Grant, with the young Jeremiah Fears, the focus seems to be on his potential upside.
Yeah, he scores well, has a decent passing game, but there's room for more polish in other areas. As long as he works hard on developing, he'll reach that next level. Yeah, a shifty, confident guard who can do a little of everything. If Fears can improve his shooting, it'll be a nightmare for defenses.
Here's Clowney. Thomas misses. Here's Fears. Poole outside. Pass to Queen. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Queen's got 10 points in the game.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Here's Dimon. They set the pick. Goes up on the baseline. Pass to Thomas. Clock at 6. From behind the arc. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Here's Fears. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible. 10 points for him.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Nets trail by 20. Here's Dimon. Outside Porter. They set the screen. Pass to Dimon. Now here's Sharp. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Porter. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Here's Fears. 10 points for him. Bay outside. Pass to Queen. And here's Poole. 20 feet out. Sharp grabs a miss. Nets trail by 20. Here's Dimon. And here is Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Can they get it? He can't hit that time.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
The kick out to Poole. Fires in the triple. Poole's got 5 points.
And Poole is no stranger to the corner three, as he showed on that play.
Let's go to the sideline and hear some news about Kevon Looney. How's he doing, Allie?
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer for New Orleans provided some info for us. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. The good news from the training staff is that they do think he can play on it, so he won't have to miss minutes. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks. Appreciate the update. Unfortunately, that's not the news fans were hoping for.
Definitely not. Seems like he's got a long, tough road ahead of him.
That's just awful news. You really feel for the guy, and you know everyone in the NBA family is wishing him a speedy recovery.
And a new group getting ready for the Pelicans. For 3, Dimon. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
Knocks down the triple. Murray's got 25 points.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Back to Porter. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Now here's Porter. He's got 21. They get it back. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
We also got to highlight how on fire they've been from three-point land. They've continued to capitalize from beyond the arc in this one.
Outside Murray. Now here's Messi. They outside. They grab their own miss. Pass to Murray. Brooklyn pulls it in. There's 42 seconds left in the third. It's intercepted. To the wing on the left. Lays it up and banks it in. 10 points now for Trey Murphy.
Yeah, you know the coaching staff loves to see Murray share the ball like that.
Pass to Clowney. Outside man. No one near him. And that's good for 2. Man's got 9.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look.
Murray's shot is good. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. It's New Orleans delivering the blowout. Don't go.
62.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Here's Fears. And for most NBA teams, the draft is the best path to acquiring an NBA superstar. But it's not enough to get that high pick. You've got to get that one right, Stan.
Absolutely, BA. And look, some of them are easy. Some of the top picks just stand out, and they're really, really easy. but some of them are very, very difficult, and especially as you move down even to the third, fourth, fifth, sixth picks. And the guys that hit on those are the guys that end up with the start.
And there's the rejection. Here's Spears. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
And it's Powell with the ball for Brooklyn. Pass to Clowney. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Surefire, one-handed stuff.
Yeah, with his focus, he's not going to miss that. Poole outside. Takes the three. Sinks the tray.
Yeah, it looks like he hit the reset button at halftime. Not sure if it was a mechanical issue, but he's looked much more confident offensively.
Outside man. Well, Coach, the younger generation in the NBA just continues to get better and better.
Yeah, it's like anything, BA. I mean, evolution is something that's real, right? People evolve and get better and build on the people ahead of them. You learn from the people ahead of you. The players watch guys as they grow up, and then they learn to do things. The next generation learns from them, and the skill level just continues to improve.
It's hauled in by New Orleans. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. The offensive rebound. Poole for three. No good. Brooklyn with the ball. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Outside man. 5 to shoot. Back to Powell. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Claxton. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Here's Spears. Pass to Messi. Poole outside. From deep three-point range. Claxton with a rebound. And here are the Nets now. Here's Powell. And he commits the intentional foul. And despite the NBA's popularity, some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, BA, some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league.
Here's Spears. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
Defensive foul.
And the free throw, no good.
Well, he doesn't get to the line all that often, but Murphy is nailed at the strike. Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
Here's Dimon. Williams on the wing. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game is going.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Pass to Claxton. Outside for Porter. They need this. And it's Poole with a rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Queen. Over Claxton. And another basket for New Orleans.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Knocks down the long J.
Well, that's now his third triple of the game, first here in this second half.
Outside Murray. Pass to Poole. Back to Murray. Now Bay. Poole outside. Launches a three. Sinks it from distance. Poole's got 12 points here in the second half.
All of a sudden, he's balling. Halftime adjustments successful so far.
Here's Dimon. Outside Porter. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
And you can tell they're trying for high percentage looks here in the second half, a strategy they hope will help them close ground. And they've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a bust.
Pass to Jones. Now here's Alvarado. Outside Murray. And here's Jones. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
And Jones showing you his basketball IQ there. Knows exactly when to shoot off the catch.
Pass to Williams. Here's Dimon. Alvarado defending. Back to Claxton. Outside for Porter. Takes a three. And he gets it to go again. He's connected on 10 of 15 now.
Well, he's already hit more threes since halftime than he did in the whole first half. He might have figured something out.
Back to Jones. Pass to Murray. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. Murray's got 5 points in the quarter.
No question Murray is a competitor, so you got to figure he's going to answer from range.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Brooklyn with the ball. Now Powell. Martin outside. There's the triple. Nails it from three.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Here's Murray. 6 to shoot. Brooklyn with the board. Here's Saroff. One thing you hear coaches like Steve Kerr say, let's not gift foul calls that you'd never tolerate in a pickup game. You agree?
I absolutely agree, B.A., and I think Steve Kerr has gotten that across to the league and the way guys officiate now, and I think that's good. Let's call fouls when a guy's trying to score or trying to make an offensive play and we actually foul him. Let's not reward guys when their only objective is to try to get fouled, jumping into people and stuff.
And Alvarado gets it to go. Here's Saroff. Pass to Highsmith. Here's Martin. Now here's Powell. Alvarado defending. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Saroff. Back to Powell. 4-3. Jones grabs the board. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Pass to Alvarado. No good on the triple. Here's Saroff. Martin outside. To the left wing. Here's Wolf. Can't cash it in from close range. And it's New Orleans ball. Timeout called. The Pelicans. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
And the Nets making a change here. Here's Hawkins. Up top, Alvarado. Pass to Hawkins. Just 5 on the clock. Hey, from long range. And Brooklyn with possession here. Here's Wolf. Covered by Jordan. Now here's Man. Inside. Oh, it's stolen away.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Pelicans.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just 2 tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for DeJounte Murray.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
And no good on the second free throw, so 0 for 2 there. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Pass to Hawkins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Here's Saraf. .24 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Here's New Orleans now. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
Alvarado with it. And so New Orleans takes this one by a large margin. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.